According to YouTube, only 13% of you guys are actually subscribed who watch consistently. So I actually would have been like, yeah, sure, it's just this item, this in the bag. There's not really much else in there. And maybe, depending on how I feel the day and depending on the police themselves, I might be willing to, like, sure, you can take a brief look, whatever. But ultimately, I also completely understand why you would refuse it. And also, it's your right to refuse it. You don't have to accept a search. Heck, the only way they can force a search out of you. Here we've got some funky road rage that I'd like to call Miami style. With this guy, something happened beforehand, they've gotten angry in traffic, and he comes out to just chop off someone's side view mirror. And yes, I blurred it when he hit the mirror, purely because I really would not want to deal with YouTube shenanigans with that, because they seem to be a bit aggressive with those type of things sometimes. I really want to know what happened beforehand, how we even got to this type of road rage in the first place. And I also love how the guy wasn't going to go anywhere initially, but the moment the girl hopped out of the car, you can then hear the car start up and actually go. Did not want to stick around and find out her response, eh? However, Kevin gets very upset because the customer service is, quote, not quick enough, and he decides to invoke his warm-up plus card membership shenanigans.
Carly said he's going to text you.
Can you help me back here? Just gonna do a return. Just take a minute. Just take a minute. That's all it'll take. I've been waiting a long time. Walmart Plus. Thank you. Simple return.
This is what adults act like nowadays.
Should be back here helping. Walmart Plus. Right? There you go. I'm just sitting here agitated because you guys are here. Come on.
It's not busy.
I'm sitting here waiting. There's all these people out here. Please, help us. Just trying to help you guys be better.
That's not how you help someone be better.
Alright. What's wrong with it?
Nothing. It's the wrong one. Haven't even opened. Somebody back to the front. That's all.
3767
Is that what the receipt said? That's the receipt?
Yeah.
And it puts that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Have the day you deserve, sir. Hope people treat you the way you treat others.
Man, it's always fun watching the classic Karen or Kevin, just the typical entitlements like, oh, you're not going fast enough for me, so I'm now going to whinge and bitch because that's going to make everything so much faster, when in reality it just slows everyone down and wastes more of your time than what you've already wasted for this person who's, quote, too slow. It just seems very dumb and not really well thought out, but I suppose that's just how it goes. Here we have a person who thought it was a bright idea to go to a post office 1 minute before they're closed with multiple different packages. Here's the clip.
That's not the time you're supposed to be here. Miss, come back another day, miss. Come on, miss. You sitting here playing with a dude. No, look.
I got it.
Thank you.
Can you please take this?
You're the one that's doing the most. Right, you're doing that too.
They're closed. But I came here at 4:59.
Don't worry, that's just close.
But it closed at 5.
Yes, because arriving 1 minute before they close means that they must accept every package you're bringing to them. No, that's not how that works. If you had a single package, I'm sure they probably would have been like, yeah, whatever, let's just process it. But you bring it in 3 and you're trying to force your way in when they're trying to close up for the night. I get it if you work a full-time job and this is the latest time you can get into, but you know, at a certain point, you just got to accept the fact that it didn't work out today and you need to move on. Here we have a thing that I really don't know how to describe it.
Idiot! We are having a event. Idiot! You're having an event here. Idiot! 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 Get out of here!
Oh, his name's Kyle. Kyle, that's good. I'll look up Kyle later.
It's a pleasure to see everybody.
Talk about your
With no
corruption.
limited exception.
Get out of here.
This guy's gone from neighborhood council. We're getting this guy off the neighborhood council so f***ing fast.
I wouldn't be too surprised if the guy holding the two phones with the two different live streams is purely there just to stir shit. But this is such a wild reaction from someone wearing the literal local neighborhood council shirt. Like, buddy, you think you'd have some stability to deal with people like this? Because, like, Jesus, that's wild. Here we have an extremely interesting clip where we have a DoorDash driver that is very upset for a lack of tip, and the person behind the camera goes all interestingly to discussion about them, telling them they don't know the struggles of black people in spite of being black, and things along those lines. It's a clip. Here's the clip.
No. You just said I had to tip you. Do I have to tip you?
You don't have to if you don't want
But you said I had to tip you. You said they. No. You said I had to tip you, right?
I asked you a question. Do you think this is a free delivery service? It's not.
Okay, I didn't say that, but I don't have to tip you if I don't want to. Now I said that I do membership. That means well, you need to contact them and let them know that no. You need to be informed about your job. You need to be informed. Okay, well y'all have membership where you can pay at least $8 or $15 or whatever a month, which is what I do. So okay, well you need to know about your own job. No. Okay, well you need to let them know that, because what you came at me is not right. You need to go to the boss, whatever boss that is that you work for, not this one, baby, because I paid for my pizza.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, well you need to be informed about your own job. Obviously you need to be informed, not me, boo.
I ordered from DoorDash too at home.
I don't care what you do. You don't know. You don't want your job, do you?
I don't care about this job.
Well then, if you don't care, then work somewhere else.
You need to look at my tag, baby. I ain't worried about this shit here.
Okay, so why you doing it?
Now black people think that this shit is free.
Okay. No. You're black. You said you're black, right? Well, you should understand that sometimes we do struggle. So if I struggle, yeah, you be considerate of that as well. So if I order a pizza for me and my child to eat, it's a reason for it. So be black and understand that people struggle as well. So that's no excuse. That's no excuse. That is no excuse. Okay, it's high. It's high. So why you want to tip? That don't make sense. Girl, bye. Do better. Do better as black people. Do better.
Every time I got to deliver to you, that shit gonna be cold.
I don't care. I won't order from you. You probably finna get fired. Bye.
I'm going to be honest, as an outside looking in, tipping culture in America, at least based upon the various different clips I've seen over the past few years, just seems insane to me. I thought the idea of a tip was to tip someone for doing a good job. For, let's say, they're serving you food, you give them a tip because you felt like they gave you really good or over-the-top service, not just being you must give a tip no matter what type deal, because that's just what you should be doing, because otherwise these people don't get quite paid properly. Though from my rough understanding, companies kind of do have to pay the difference to minimum wage if they don't earn enough via tips. Again, someone can feel free to correct me on that in the comments down below. I'm sure it's already happened. Honestly, I don't tend to do DoorDash or Uber Eats purely because I'm not lazy enough to order food from home and cop the $12, $15 additional fees on top of the price of food just so I can get it delivered to me. I think I do get Domino's delivered, but purely because that's its own thing. The people delivering Domino's pizza are people employed by Domino's themselves, so they actually get paid a reasonable wage and don't need tips to survive. I don't know. Tipping culture is kind of nuts to me at this point. So the guy behind the camera here has come to talk to their neighbor because their neighbor apparently has a problem with their dog because their dog apparently barks all the time, non-stop, and things just go in a very funny direction to me. Here's a clip.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm your neighbor in the back.
Excuse me, dear. Penny.
Oh, these are your dogs too that are always barking?
My dogs don't bark.
Yeah, they do. As you saw, they do. So your husband had a problem?
Dear,
Your husband had a problem because my dogs were barking earlier. What was the problem?
DR, would you get out here and talk to this man?
Your dogs bark.
Like yours do.
It looks like they bark. Really?
Yeah.
So my dogs can bark, but yours can't.
Mine are doing it in the house. Yours
Your
are doing
dogs
it
bark in the backyard all the time. So what was the problem?
Are you the guy from back
I live back there, yes.
Absolutely you have a problem with me.
Yeah, why?
Why? Because your dogs bark and bark and bark and bark.
So do yours.
Oh, no, they don't.
Yes, they
no,
do.
God damn it, they
Yes,
don't.
they do.
Bullshit.
Yes, they do.
Listen, they go out there and if they bark, it's like bark, bark, and then that's it.
No, they don't.
Our
What,
dogs
really?
do not- no.
Your dogs bark for 20
Bullshit.
minutes. Yes, they.
You want me to get the other neighbors here? We can all
Are
tell
you-
you.
really?
We can tell you all because
Wow.
you're a damn dog.
No, that you are lying, buddy.
Bullshit.
Sorry, your dogs bark
I sat out there
all
this
the
morning
time.
and that goddamn little dog you got was right there
They're
next to the
dogs.
next yard.
They're dogs.
Agitated.
Does that bother you that much?
Yeah, it does.
You have dogs and barking bothers you that much?
It does. Because
Wow.
this is supposed to be a peaceful neighborhood.
It is a peaceful
But
neighborhood.
it's not with your dogs.
DR,
Really?
Come in. He's recording us. Get
Yeah.
in.
Oh, I think you should.
Yeah, I've been recording you the whole time. You're gonna.
Good.
This is gonna end up
Excellent.
online. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Because the next thing that's going to happen.
Just tell us. Tell us.
Okay, the next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to go to the police.
Go do
and
whatever
turn
you
you
need.
right in.
Do whatever you need
because
to, buddy.
You're not even supposed to have that many dogs. You don't train them. You don't take care of them.
What do you
don't
really?
Yes.
What are
that's
you
right.
talking about?
You
I have
let them
3
roam
dogs.
around in a
I have 3
yard
dogs.
that's full of crap.
Who cares what my yard looks like?
Who
That bothers you
cares?
that much?
That's
Who cares?
humanity, man.
Who cares what
Do
my
you not
backyard
get
looks like?
that?
It's toys back there. Those
Oh,
are my
there's no
son's toys.
It's all
Go.
crap.
It's toys. It's
all
my son's
crap.
toys.
Oh, bullshit.
It's my. Go back there and take a picture.
I have.
Go.
I have, man.
Be
It's
my
all
guest.
terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Have a
are you
nice
happy
day.
now? You got
am.
enough on film?
I got it. I got enough on film.
Okay, good.
Thank you, buddy.
And let me just
Have a
tell you
nice day, buddy.
that
Have a nice day. You are crazy, bro.
About halfway through watching this clip originally, I just started giggling and couldn't stop. It just seems so unnecessarily petty from the old man here. It's like, oh, let's go. Oh, yeah. So the next time I'm going to call the police. I'm going to tell them you got like too many dogs and you don't train them. You don't do this. Your yard looks like shit. It's like, where did all this stuff come from? It's like, what? Your dogs don't bark? We're just going to pretend what happened at the start here when someone knocked on your door, those dogs weren't barking? Yes, when a new dog comes into a yard and it's in a neighborhood where there are other dogs, feedback loops often occur where one dog just starts barking randomly because, I don't know, someone's walked by or someone they're unfamiliar with walked nearby. Then another dog in the neighborhood will bark at that dog because they've never heard that bark before. Then they bark back and they just bark for a little bit. It happens. Trust me, one of my neighbors recently got a new dog and for the first few days it was just non-stop barking. It's done now. It's no longer barking anywhere near as much as it was before. But you know, that's just how dogs are. Deal with it. Jeez. Here we have a Karen coming in to complain about what another worker apparently said to her, but doesn't really explain anything in depth.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the next time she wants to threaten me with the threat of the next time that she's going to threaten me.
How'd she threaten you?
There won't be a next time.
How'd she threaten you?
Because there will be a written statement. It will
What'd
be
she say
submitted
to you?
to sheriff.
What did she say to you?
And when or if I choose to call law enforcement,
I'm calling
there
law
will be.
enforcement.
Then we will be waiting outside.
Outside sounds great, yeah.
She's breaking laws.
How's she breaking laws?
And she's going to be reported.
Sounds great. How is she breaking laws?
Well, I guess you'll have to find the report.
Okay.
She threatened me about threatening me the next time she can threaten me so she can threaten me. What? I'm sorry, but I'm just like trying to figure out my way out of this endless loop that you seem to have started here. It's just like, I think she's just coming with this massive speech and is driving home with this. Even when she gets questioned about, what in the world are you going on about? She keeps going, and it's like, okay, what did she do wrong? It's like, you'll find out in the report. I'm not going to tell you directly because I'm stupid. It's just stupid. Here we have a mother and daughter duo who are taking the I did nothing wrong, so I'm going to scream and shout and resist like a mother and hurt myself in the process route when getting arrested. I love how the daughter fell over at the start, probably faked to fall over, and then faked being injured in her arm, but then decided to, then a few moments later, managed to get right back up without looking like she's actually hurt in any way, only to get dragged back down because she tried to attack a police officer. Genuinely, I gotta ask these questions to these people. What do you think was gonna happen here? Seriously. Any injuries you've just copped here, they are completely of your own making by not only resisting arrest, but when you see your mother get arrested, instead of just being reasonable, let this happen and you can deal with it and potentially do a lawsuit later because you might be wrongfully arrested. No. You decide to get up and try to pull the police officer off your mother. What do you think was gonna happen? They're gonna get off your mother and then move on? No, dummy. You're gonna be whipped to the ground and arrested too. Oh, God. This clip requires a bit of storytelling about what's actually occurring here because it's not 100% clear. So basically, what's happening here, it looks like the boss and one of his employees has gone out for a business trip to go to the shops to buy some stuff for the business. The boss was doing his own thing whilst the other guy was making purchases. He went to the toilet and when he came back out, he was holding his pants up in a weird way, so the employees of this shop thought he was stealing and apparently asked him to empty out his pockets. After hearing this, the bosses come inside to find out what happened, and here's what happens next.
Hey, you the manager? Yeah, my name's James Martin. One of the guys that works for me just got accused of stealing in here. And we're trying to figure out what the problem is. Because I was going to go ahead and call so we can check the security cameras because the man was right with me. He didn't steal nothing.
Okay, one of the employees said that he had something in his, so that's what we were asking.
Okay, have y'all called the cops yet, or?
No.
Okay, so we'll do that. But who's the employee that seen him steal something?
Well, she said she had...
This lady right here?
The lady walked out with it.
Okay, what's her name?
Summer.
Miss Summers?
Summer.
Summer? Okay, I'll go over and talk to her real quick. Let me, because I'll call her myself real fast just because I want to get that checked out.
Good job. How you doing, buddy?
All right, you?
Good.
12. Hi.
I was like 12,
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah, I want to start. You want to see one of my employees stealing?
He came in like 3 or 4 times, and then he asked for the bathroom.
Yes.
And he came out and he had something. It looked like he had something.
Probably holding up his pants. Well, did you see him take something? You had him empty his pocket and stuff. Is that right?
I'm sorry. I didn't ask him or anything. I told somebody that I saw him looking like he was carrying.
Well, I'm carrying a pocket knife and a wallet. Did you think that was necessary to check me?
It's the way he left for
Okay,
I'm
sorry. I'm not comfortable
Look,
now.
here's the thing.
You
This man.
You just freaking named me that I just accused somebody. I'm not okay with this. You need to back off, bro.
I'll stand by the boss. Not a problem.
Yeah.
But anyway, with her accusing my employees an issue, now she just says she only did it because he had his hand like this.
It looked like he had something in his jacket.
Okay. I think it's one of those things where if, like, the way he was apparently holding his pants, according to what is said by the cash register person here, I can understand questioning it. But considering how this entire thing is treated after the fact, I feel like more happened to the other guy when they accused him of stealing. It wasn't just simply like, hey, why are you holding your arms like that? You trying to hide something? Like, what's up with that? And he could just be honest, yada, yada, yada. That story could be done with. But obviously, this situation here, things had to be escalated for some reason or another. And now the bosses come inside to query, what in the world? What are you doing? Why has this happened? Can you help me understand why we've gotten here? And it's a very weird to see that in response, the manager's like, oh, just ask my employee, basically. Trying to throw the employee under the bus. And instead of just being honest, like, she did tell the story, but also decided to try and throw the guy away the moment she could as well, which is weird. Like, I'm personally, if her story is true, that, yeah, he was holding his pants in a very weird fashion, it did look like he could possibly be hiding something. And, yeah, I asked, hey, hiding anything? And then apologized when you found out you're not. I think that would have been the end of the story there if you had just said that. If you did more, then you're stupid. And what we see here is you don't respond in the greatest way either, so nice one.
In this next clip, we got Karen having a bad day at Walmart.
Speaking in Chinese. Shut up. Speaking in Chinese in front of me. Shut up. You're rude.
speak English in Canada. Rude as well. Who do I complain about? Shut up. You're rude. You are rude. Go somewhere else. Who do I complain about for her? Give me the number.
No, you can call our store number.
What's your store number?
On the top of the receipt.
Okay, can you finish your number? Sure.
Okay, Sharon is a most like a moon manager here. She said she would do it for this product. Yeah. No, Sharon wants to talk to her. Yes, that's over there.
Who?
Yeah.
You want a manager to talk to me? You bring your manager here.
You get up.
If you want to talk to me, you bring your manager here, you idiot, or go f***ing with your other staff and talk to me somewhere else. Get him somewhere else. What the hell is going on? Does he start fights with all your fucking people? Then get him in the back. That is rude.
I will talk about it.
Shut up and get out of here, you idiot.
You okay?
That's rude. You know about what? You know about what? Him having prison fight when he has to speak to a different talking to me in front of your staff? That's pathetic. Get him out of here. It's rude.
You so friendly.
Shut up!
Okay.
Shut up!
I'm calling police.
I'm sorry, Karen. I know you can't understand these type of things because I know you guys can't understand how to take responsibility for your own actions, but unfortunately, I feel like in this situation, you're the one who's been a bit of a horrible person, who's been a bit of an asshole, especially snapping like that at these employees who get paid minimum wage to deal with your fucking crap. I'm sorry though, because unfortunately I understand that you guys have no idea how to take responsibility for your own actions, and that's an unfortunate thing, because your child's now going to have to suffer with those consequences too, because he just sees all this go down, and I'm going to assume this happens more often than it doesn't. So this guy here is on his way to pick up his client's car, which is a really nice looking Porsche. Turns out there seems to be a bit of a scratch on the underbody of the actual vehicle itself, and well, a confrontation between the person who was holding onto this car for the past few days for potential work, and then the person behind the camera.
Not a scratch.
It was a scratch and you just scrubbed it off.
A scratch you can't rub off, bud.
Dude, it's still
That's
right
smudge.
there. You
That
just
is
tried rubbing
smudge.
it off.
That is shit. I told you from the beginning.
Bro, you just tried rubbing it off.
Where's the light? Where's the
right here?
Put your light on, man.
Look.
That is not. Run your finger across it, man.
Well, that's what I interpret as a scratch. Okay?
That's a smudge.
But that's what I interpret as a scratch.
Well, man, do we have to look up the word scratch?
I'm not gonna argue with you.
No, I'm not, man. Jesus Christ. Come on,
Did you
man.
sign? Are you ready to go?
You ran into the wrong guy. That's all I'm telling you, man.
Why? What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna do shit, man.
So what are you threatening me for?
No, you're the one coming in here. It's a scratch. Oh, now you don't want to put your light on to show me it's a scratch? Come on, man, please.
Okay.
Please, man.
A light. Okay. That's what's coming down to, a light. All right.
No, man.
I would just like to continue on my way and go, man. That's all.
I just signed.
Okay. And I'm
Rough. Absolutely rough is probably the best way to describe this. I'm a car nut. I'm going to be honest. I like sports cars. They're really cool. I probably will get one in the future if I could ever somehow afford one. But in this situation, it seems like, okay, the underside of the vehicle here where that scratch seems to be, it seems like that part is made of some form of plastics. At least that's what it visually looks like. It might be some different material, might be carbon fiber, but I kind of doubt it with what it looks like and how scratched it looked, like how the mark is there. And let's be completely honest here, the underside of your car, especially the plastics, is probably going to get scuff marks over time. Unless the idea of this car is going to be a pristine looking car that will basically live a life in a garage, and we don't want any form of marks to end up on it whatsoever. Depending on the reason why the car was here in the first place could vary the different levels of how annoyed I would be personally if I saw this on my car that was a multi-100K car. Maybe I'd be if it was like meant to be like some form of vinyl work or stuff along those lines, something where it's inside the pristine garage and wouldn't be taken out for any reason because it's more about detailing and washing and all that, then I would be slightly annoyed. But if it's like one of these cases where this vehicle was in the shop for some form of mechanical work, I wouldn't be that annoyed. It'd be slightly like it'd just be a little bit of a frustration, but I wouldn't be like this guy here. Granted, the person behind the camera is not the owner of the car. It's the person picking up the car for the owner instead of the owner doing it himself. So the owner might not actually care about that mark being there because, let's be real, you're going to get marks like that on the underside of your car, especially if you do use it on a regular occurrence by just going up driveways into various different car park scenarios, for example, or maybe the angle difference between the start of some form of ramp up is a little too much, so you slightly ding the back of your car because it's a little lower than what most other cars would be. Overall, I personally don't think this is a massive issue. Personally, I can understand why, but yeah, interesting. In this next clip, we get an extremely angry Karen.
Off the steps now! I want the camera out! Who gave you permission? I need your names! Drill Sergeant! Who gave you permission to film? Get off the steps!
If you don't shut up.
I'm calling the police now! No, give me the film and the camera! I've had it with you photographers! That beat on me! No, you just did it! An illegal phone! Then yours work here alone! What's your name and number, Norma Kay? I'm tired of being beat up by people, by photographers who use the photos against people!
What are you talking about?
I want, and you threaten me! You come here all the time!
I have never been here in my life.
That's a lie!
I swear to God.
That's a lie!
Remember seeing me?
Yeah, I do! You're a liar.
I mean, you're in a public car park, and if you're in America, then, well, there's not much you can do about them recording you. You're, in a public car park. I mean, there might be some technicalities. It might be owned by not the city, yada, 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 but you're in a public space, bro. Calm your farm. There's not particularly much you can fucking do here. Fuck off.
Clip's a very intriguing one. So this lady here gets fired by the end of this clip for laughing in someone else's face. And now this seems to be a bit of a context matters type thing. So according to what the manager's been told in the situation, this other person said, oh, so you don't want to work. Also, it's like so you want to do this and help us do work. And apparently, according to that guy, this worker here behind the camera laughed at him for that one. According to the worker here, she states that it's like, oh, so you don't want to do work, and she laughed at him for that, and that's why she's getting fired from this job. Let's just let the clip go, and I'll get back to you.
You guys need me to do, I'm willing to help. That's
Most
what
definitely.
you said.
Most definitely.
So I said, great, I'm gonna hire you as a food service worker.
Mm-hmm.
There may be time to time where you help out in Starbucks, but your primary role is gonna be food service worker. So maybe there's a miscommunication between you and I, which is fine. So if you don't want to do the job,
I'm gonna let you finish talking. I ain't trying to interrupt you.
You just did interrupt me though.
Yeah, but I just want to let you know I do want to say something afterwards. I apologize for interrupting you.
Okay, what would you like to say?
No, I'm gonna let you finish.
No, I'm done. I don't really have anything else to say.
Like you said, we did have some miscommunication, which I was telling them. I said, okay, that's a conversation for me and Justin to have as far as getting together and me and him talking about my position, because I was under the impression of one thing, and you told them another. So that's why I told them I'm gonna have a conversation with Justin about it, and me and him will get that straight. I just need to know what y'all need done, what needs to be done. And Marco was continuing about he was saying that, oh, you act like you don't want to work, da 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 da. And
Okay, so let me just say one thing.
Okay.
We're here to open this account. It's a Saturday. I don't want to be here on a Saturday. And I don't have time for this type of interaction, like having this conversation.
Exactly.
So either you're going to work and you're going to stop with the drama.
I'm not causing any drama. That's the
You've
thing.
been sitting in this conference room wasting time for what, an hour and a half
He
now?
told me to go sit down, sir. I kept asking him what needs to be done. I told him I didn't want to go sit down.
So do you want to work here or not?
Yes, that's why I'm still here. If I didn't, I would have already left.
Okay, so can you, if that's the case, I don't want any more drama, which I feel like is not going to happen. I don't think this is going to work out, Phoenix. I'm sorry.
I'm not causing any drama. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I kept asking him, even after the whole conversation, I was over it. Like, I'm like, okay, I understand that he told you one thing, I was told another. I'll talk to Justin. What needs to be done? Because like I told you, I had a funeral to go to. If I didn't want to be here, if I didn't want to come work, I would have let.
Okay,
no,
that's not the story he told me.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the thing. If it's miscommunication,
I was told you laughed in his face when he asked you to help out in the kitchen.
No, that's what I'm trying to get to the conversation. That's what I'm letting you know. It didn't happen that way. It wasn't because I told him that I didn't want to do a certain thing, and I laughed at him because of that. I laughed because he was saying that I didn't want to work. And I laughed because I'm like, okay, if I didn't want to work, I wouldn't have came here today. That's why I laughed, but I felt disrespected.
Okay,
but
Phoenix, I don't want to waste any more time. Can I please just have your badge? This isn't going to work out. I'm sorry.
I didn't even, okay.
Thank you.
I'm a stickler for accepting that usually when there's two sides of a story, the reality of the story tends to be in the middle. Tends to be. Sometimes someone's just straight up lying because they don't want to look bad. And if that's the case, well, that kind of sucks, and that's very unfortunate. But I'd say it's probably somewhere in the middle here. And I'm going to be honest here. I feel like firing a person because they had a little giggle at something along these lines is a bit stupid, if I'm completely honest. Purely because for me, when I'm a little nervous and I do a bit of nervous laughing, I laugh at things a lot because over the years I've grown less to be more, and I've decided to stop being annoyed or angry at situations and more just laugh at it now, which does lead to things like this where you laugh at something completely ridiculous and it gets you in a bit of trouble because you probably should not have laughed at that, but ultimately it's just your way of handling things to make your life easier. It seems like this manager just realized that there's going to be some issues here and I'm not going to be bothered to actually work these kinks out. I don't want to figure out what this other guy's been doing. I just want to keep with the status quo because it's easier for me. So bye-bye. I don't want you in the job anymore. But I will ask, what do you guys thought on this one? What's your thoughts about this one in the comments below? These kids are playing with a soccer ball in their backyard and they accidentally kick it over the fence into the neighbor's yard. So they go over there to get the guy to throw the ball back over so they can keep playing it. But this guy has the weirdest justification on why he shouldn't.
Yeah. What's that?
Hi, how are you?
I won't give you the board. I'm not your board picker. You know that. You're not supposed to put it in the box.
We send
No. You cannot.
Alright, we're gonna post it on social media.
What?
We're gonna post it. It's our board. You gotta. It just be friendly.
You should play at the park, not the back of the house. Okay?
Why are we not allowed?
Because I cannot be your board picker. Don't do that.
We send one every.
I don't
5
care.
months.
Don't play at the back. I told my kid not to play at the back because I don't want to bother your father there.
Just throw
Don't
it back.
argue with me, okay? Go out. Don't play at the back. Play at the park. We have a park there.
What weird behavior. No, you should be playing in the backyard. There's a park literally across the road. Okay, I get that there's a park across the road, but then what's the point of having a backyard if you're not meant to play in the backyard? This logic just seems ridiculously stupid. Maybe they just want to kick the ball amongst themselves. Oh no, the ball goes over into someone else's yard. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, it might hit and break something. That is entirely possible. That is a thing. But you know what? When you're neighbors with kids, this thing happens. Just throw the ball back over and move on with your day. It's not worth the effort of this stupidity. This next clip is a very interesting one. It's got a very interesting story of it. So I think you can already tell that this guy is very eerily familiar to an uncanny resemblance to a certain person called Tate Andrew. I did that backwards from nowadays. But here's a funny thing. According to the person who uploaded this was a clip they recorded back in 2014 that they've only now rediscovered. So, yeah. I think I'll just let you watch it and I'll get back to you in a moment.
I don't give a Yes. Yes. While everybody causes commotion, and I'm trying to get home, they get to go home, and I'm over here bullshitting with the Hello? Are you stupid? Well, then where the police? I got some shit to say to them too. Look, the MTA allows this shit. You guys allow this shit. This is your responsibility. This happens because you guys do such a great job at what you do. That's why this happens. Because you guys do such a great job. I don't give a Everybody on this bus wants to act like I'm the one wasting their time. They don't even know who the I am. I'm the celebrity jewelry designer. They don't know who the I am. I don't give a bitch. I don't give a and I don't gotta explain shit to nobody. So what? I don't give a I'm telling you right now. I don't give a what the you're gonna ask me. Don't! For the camera. Yeah. I'm celebrity jewelry designer Xavier Madera. All these bitch asses up over here, they don't got shit from me. I'm better. I'm celebrity jewelry designer. I make jewelry for celebrities. Don't ask me no questions. My jewelry on Erykah Badu. My shit. Everybody. My jewelry. They don't know who the they're disrespecting. This is me.
Why don't you call Erykah Badu?
This is me because I don't give a about that. I don't go around acting like I'm better than everybody.
You just said you were.
But I am.
But you.
When people act like this, guess what? I am. Because I had enough respect for everybody not to say shit about it. I'm standing on the bus like a normal person.
No, you're yelling on the bus.
It wasn't until the point where he started talking shit to me and this bitch started talking shit to me.
And you could have ignored them.
I don't give a
Okay then. Well, here we are.
Well, here we are, exactly.
Yeah. But the cops won't come, man. They won't come unless someone has a weapon and some shit is gone down.
They're coming because the bus is stopped.
Yeah, but they won't be here for an hour.
I don't care.
All right, well, I'll wait for you. I'm curious to see how this comes out. Thanks for the footage. I'm sure Erykah Badu will be very happy to hear you screaming her name.
Very happy to stand up for what is right.
How are you wronged? They have a right to their opinion.
So what? And I have a right to mine.
Yes,
so
yeah.
What's the big deal about that?
Well, you're the one.
You
sit the bus.
Even you right now. If I have a right to my opinion,
yeah.
Shut up and shut up and bye.
No, it's the First Amendment. We both have it.
Well, then what's the then
here they are. Here they are for you. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how your screaming at goes with the police. Here we go. You gonna scream at the cops too? Like you did at the
What's going on, buddy? I have a regular for me, yeah? No. Go on, talk to me. Okay, I was on the bus. The bus was crowded. One guy that was sitting down. Huh? One guy that was sitting down, started to ride. I asked him
But the answer to this question for those people who are wondering, did Karens just suddenly pop up throughout the pandemic? No, they've always been around. They've just been more aggressive over the past few years because, you know, the pandemic managed to piss a lot of people off, and the Karens were the main subjects of that pissing off. I just love some of the things here. It's just like, but I'm not saying I'm better than everyone else. But you literally just said before you're better than everyone else in this bus. It's like, yeah, because I am. What an insane man. Hey, he got his just desserts immediately arrested when the cops appeared because they know he was causing the problem. I mean, he was screaming on the phone to 911. Not only is he wasting police officers' time in the first place, he is abusing a 911 operator who's obviously go through enough shite in their time at 911 operations. But it's just, they don't need someone like you being a dick. Come on, man. Grow up. Hopefully you did. Hopefully in 2024 you're doing good now, because this was a decade ago. Strap yourself up for this clip because we've got a Karen calling the cops on a kid because the kid brushed up against her. I'll talk about this in more detail after the clip. I got a lot for this one.
Bureau? No, I want the cops here right now. No, I'll talk to you.
I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here.
And Arbor. Yeah.
Oh, man.
The cops are right down the block. I can go hide.
What happened?
White lady calls the cops on a black lady. I get it. Yeah, they're videotaping.
Mentally ill.
Yeah.
Mentally
Listen, I
ill.
don't care. Listen, you remember me, right? From school, right?
Yeah,
That's right. Her son grabbed my ass.
She said
And
that
she
my son
decided
touched her
to
ass.
yell
I'm
at
gonna stay here. So I'm gonna stay right here.
There are security
So
cameras.
your
Don't stay
son got
nowhere.
that?
Go home.
Let's make it go viral.
Go home. No. Let me go.
No, not her.
No.
Come on. She's calling police on a black
Go
woman because
home.
of her.
She needs to go home. Don't deal with this. This
My
one's
phone
stupid.
number is 646-484-8620. Yeah.
Oh, snap, bro. Like, here we go.
There are officers down the block. They want
go home to
Corner store Carolyn. That's what that is. Don't cry, little man. Don't cry, little man.
Yo.
Because she calling the cop. That's corner store Carolyn. We got a new one. Corner store Carolyn. Look at that. She calling police.
Go home. Nobody want to touch your flat ass.
Somebody, she calling
I
police.
just was sexually assaulted
Go
by a
home.
child.
Go home.
Make her go viral.
She's nasty.
Make her go viral.
Pedophile. You're a pedophile.
Make her go
You're a
viral.
pedophile. You're a pedophile.
Calling police.
This is a
Because the little
pedophile.
kid bust her
You're a
ass.
pedophile. Go home.
Pedophile.
Let me go home. You pedophile. You pedophile. Ah, she said that little boy touched her ass. She's nasty.
No, she just flashed her badge and threatened to arrest me. Are you serious? So I will be going down to the store. Are you seriously exactly what she was doing?
Thank you. Because a little kid brushed up against her and touched her on her butt. She's calling police.
Have you ever seen go to my apartment, 280 East 21st Street, apartment 4J, and I am going home. Goodbye, 911 operator. Now, why don't you upload that to World Star?
Go away. What is your problem? Who are you? I'm calling you out. Do you seriously just call the police on a child?
On a police officer.
Go away.
No, white lady, I will not.
Okay, white lady.
Look, why y'all look? Don't even get involved no more. Don't even get involved no more, miss, because that's
That's shameful. You're
Oh,
shameful. honey, you
Tell
don't
you,
know.
you're shameful.
You cannot shame me. You are a child. You are young enough to be my daughter.
Okay.
You're right. When you're 53 years old,
if you were my mother,
you would do
get
what?
out of my
Face,
face.
man,
Do
relax,
what?
man.
Do
Do
what?
what?
Do
not get in her face, man. I'm sorry. Do what?
I'm sorry. Yeah, she's not working.
One white girl to another. Yeah, make the point.
That's what she
The
wants.
entire audience.
She wants the attention. She wants the attention.
No need to get in her face. It's got nothing to do with white or black.
Stop her
No, you're being an
home.
No,
Go
you ain't gotta
home,
tell her.
white
Don't jump in her
lady. Go
face.
home.
Don't jump in her face.
Isn't that what you said? Go home.
Listen,
white
now
lady.
you
Go
antagonizing.
You are antagonizing her now. You are antagonizing her now.
On earth started. Was it the
I don't know. She just walked by and then she just.
Come on, why you jumping in her face? Ain't nobody
My
gonna
son
get out of her
grabbed
face.
your ass.
Yo,
because
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a cop.
All right, so
Can I
go
say
back
So if you're a cop, then you're supposed to have more sense than that, lady.
Can I say
Get out of
something?
here,
Can
man.
You ain't no
I say
cop.
something? Can I
You always with
say
some
something?
crazy
Can I say
shit all the
something?
time, man. You always with some crazy shit, man. You always with some crazy shit.
Good. Sis gonna get pushed. You better
She
relax.
always on some crazy shit.
Corner store Carolyn.
You've got my address.
I'm in awe of this clip, if I'm completely honest. Like, this just seems like an over-escalation to escalation to another escalation to another escalation, and no one took a moment to think about this and go, hey, hang on, this is completely stupid. Why are we even here doing this anymore? Like, yes, calling the cops on a kid is ridiculously stupid over something like this. Like, it's probably just, it's probably the case that when the kid was passing by the woman, something brushed up against her accidentally, and that'd be as simple as that. And yeah, okay, the adult in the situation could be a little upset at that, but you know, you're also the adult of the situation. If a kid's just done that, like, you could either just like, hey, hey, so you touched me a little weird, don't do that, or something along those lines, or maybe just accept the fact that they're a kid who probably had no idea what just happened and laugh it off and move on. Not go off at the mother and scream at them. Like, that was ridiculously stupid. And then, of course, the mother is logically going to be protective of their child. I would point out that saying, yeah, you probably should be the adult in the situation, attempt to calm things down and move on. But also, you're the mother. She's going off at you for something your kid probably didn't do. And yeah, of course, you're going to go off back. And of course, these things continue to escalate in very stupid degrees that should have never gotten here in the first place. Like her calling the cops for some dumb reason. And then, in the midst of all that, all these people are going off at her, screaming at her while she's on the phone to 911 of all things. It's one of those things where the people on the other end of that call have no idea what happened prior to this and have no idea what's really going on. All they hear is this person's on the phone trying to get cops called, whilst people around them are yelling and screaming at them. It's like things are going to escalate from there. And then, of course, the family's choice to start calling her a pedo, which was completely ridiculous as well. It's just like, I'm just so caught off guard by how much this got escalated over what was probably just the kid accidentally brushing up against her. End of the world for some people, God.
In this next clip, we got a worker's meltdown because they're being recorded whilst doing their job.
Here we have someone having a big fight with one of the fast food workers over what seemingly is meant to be an egg roll. Roll the clip.
Yes. Oh, please the go, because I got time, bitch. I got time. Give me my shit. Give me my shit. Give me my shit. I want you to bring your ass over here with that energy. What are you going to do? Let me tell you something. You're going to fight me over Dora, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you what you're... I'm going to tell you... I'm going to tell you... I'm going to tell you one thing. 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 Remember my face, ho. Yeah, remember, no, bitch. You don't work here, bitch. You knew. You knew what's...
Can I get my food?
Let me get my food, please.
Damn, I'm going to be late for work.
Let me get my food. Bitch, you lucky I don't spit in your face, ho. You lucky I gotta go to work.
I mean, I don't pick you for a gym nut, but I suppose everyone's going to want that protein very desperately at some points in times to cause stupid stuff like this. Now, don't get me wrong, both people are very clearly in the wrong in this entire situation. Like, we don't know how this fight started in the first place, nor who actually caused this mess, but let's just say neither side weren't afraid of escalating things further. One's yelling and screaming over the counter, bending right over trying to get up in their face, and the other tried to swing. Yeah. I mean, there's not much more to say, really. Here we have someone trying to get a refund on something or another and is going the absolute worst way about doing it.
Give me my so I can leave, bitch. Give me my money now, how many? Give me my money or my drink. Give it now. Give me that bitch, that's clean up, little cunt. Lock me up. Give me my so I can leave, bitch. Give me my now, bitch. How many? Give me my money or my drink. Give it now. Give me that bitch, that's clean up, little cunt. Where I got a little cunt. Okay, keep the money, keep the change.
Yes, because screaming and yelling at the employee when you don't get your way, trashing the store as much as you can is a very interesting choice because it totally won't. They totally don't have cameras that have watched this entire move. It totally won't, I don't know, come and backfire in your face when the police find out who you are and, I don't know, charge you for some things. I don't know, maybe with a bit of rage there was not worth it. I don't know. Here we got another guy who's pretty angry about the noise of a car. Now, look, I can understand being upset about car noises if they're continuously revving like an asshole, but by the sounds of how this guy decides to describe it, it just sounds like every now and then the Mustang goes past his backyard and it's loud and he doesn't like it, so he does this.
Well, he's been pulled over by Officer Yates once already. He's got $600 worth of tickets he can be written if he comes by my house one more time like he just did. My backyard is on Ainsboro. He don't have any mufflers on that car. He's got tinted windows and he's got no front plate. $600. You tell him keep messing with me and I'll get him some money spent.
Sounds good, bud.
No shit. I'm tired of it. I've listened to the shit. It used to be a white Mustang. Now it's got a wrap on it, so he thinks he's incognito. But
not at all, sir.
Dude,
anyway,
one more time and I'll have the cops come out.
That's fine.
I mean, if we really want to be the petty party here, he could, in theory, I don't know, take this footage to the police and potentially, I don't know, attempt to charge you with harassment because that is technically what this is, if we really want to go petty party mode, but hey, that's a bit stupid. Maybe, I don't know, if he drives by every now and then, it's like not the end of the world, but it seems to be. This clip's a little bit intriguing. So the person behind the camera here works in a multi-floor office complex, and she's decided to go to the toilet. But instead of using the toilet on her floor, whether there is one on her floor or not is the other question, she's gone down a floor or up a floor, gone to a different floor in order to use a bathroom. Anyway, when she's come out, someone from one of the offices in this floor has come out to confront her about using that bathroom. Here's the clip.
Can I ask who you report to so that I can call the law firm to?
Yep, I just told him that. Okay. I can't use this bathroom because of what?
Because
because of what?
Your floor bathroom.
Why do I have to stay on my floor? Because of what? Why?
Why would you not stay on your floor?
Why do I have to stay on my floor as a bathroom? I can use the bathroom. They know me particularly. What you mean me particularly what?
I asked you to please not use our bathroom.
I can use whatever bathroom I want to use. This is the law firm I work. This is look. Please contact security. I work here. You sound stupid. Yeah, please go down there. Thank you. Tell him I'm taking a shit in his bathroom.
Honestly, this is one of those things where I would defer on what actually happens with the bathrooms here. Do the owners of this building hire out a company to clean and manage the toilets inside of this building? Or do the people who are leasing out the offices have to manage the toilets themselves? I've worked in multiple complexes like this before. A very long time ago, several years ago, when I did an apprenticeship at a game studio, the first building that we at was a multi-office complex. It was like a 2-story building where there was only toilets on the second floor. Everyone in the building who used the building for offices and stuff along those lines used those same toilets, and those toilets were managed and cleaned by the owners of the building itself, none of the actual companies that are leasing out the offices that they're using. This could be the case here, or it could be the case that when they lease out this floor for office space, they're also leasing out the toilets that are there as well, and they are in charge of managing those toilets. I don't know.
In this clip, a Karen gets caught out for leaving her dog inside of her car in the middle of 90-degree weather.
Is that you guys?
Yeah.
You know that's like really dangerous to do to a dog.
Did you open our car?
No, someone else did, but I put water in there because the dog wasn't even like panting, and someone else wanted to call the police because you guys have been gone like 25 minutes, and it's like 90 degrees outside.
She's in the shade.
I know, but it's
so
hot.
it's not the shade, it's the hot. It's the heat.
You have,
the
like,
dogs
very
that size
little,
will.
like, hair going
It's
in
like
and
3
out
to
of
5 times the
Okay,
heat.
you know, it's really weird to like just come and attack me. Like, just be chill, you guys. Like, this is my dog, and I've had her for 8 years. I take really good care of my dog, and like, I'm so, like, we were coming back to check on her, you know. And
Well,
you said you take really good care of your dog.
Pointed it out, and they're the ones who opened your car, and they called the police. I don't know why they're not here yet.
Police about that? Like, that's
Your dog probably would have died if
Okay.
you didn't.
Are you
someone didn't open
really?
it. Yeah, absolutely.
It's really hot outside.
We need to get her shaved. We're from Oregon, obviously. Like,
I don't think shaving will save your
You're
dog.
allowed
in
to
the
take
heat
your
like
dog
that.
everywhere around here, so you don't even need to leave her in the car.
okay.
I mean, it's this simple. If there's no aircon going on in the car is a fucking hotbox. It will suck in all the sunlight that's being directed into it, and it will just get hotter inside the car than outside. It's really that simple. If you shouldn't leave anything inside the car that can die to heat, regardless of anything. Bad idea. This person knows that they're wrong, they just won't admit it.
This Karen here gets caught shoplifting, and eventually the police are caught, and when they arrive, she decides to give them the performance of a lifetime. Here it is.
My property, yes, I will. Walk out to the store. Get off the store. Back up. Back up. No, you're gonna be exerting the use of your badge as you have been, and I'm sick and tired of it. Go. Face. You need to go. Elbow room. Back up. You want me to go? You need to back up because you're being aggressive. You need to go. You're being aggressive. Ask her one more time. Yeah. And then we're gonna take her out. You're being aggressive. Are you gonna leave or not? Back up. All right, let's go. Don't. We're not gonna leave. Stop! 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 Stop my hair! Grab her arm. I didn't even fucking do nothing to you guys! Stop! 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 Release brutality! Stop! 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 Stitches, you pig! No, you don't! That's my flag! Alright, we'll grab it till you have it. I'll take a picture.
Bravo, what amazing acting. You should definitely get the Oscar for this one, maybe an Emmy too, and a Golden Globe. Look at you go, I can't take this seriously. Wow. Just the screaming is like, police brutality! It's like, what? You know, it's funny because because of unfortunate events from the past little while now, it's becoming more of a common thing where people who legitimately are getting arrested for legitimate reasons tend to act like this because they think it might successfully get a rise out of people who are around them to potentially do something about it. It doesn't work though, because most people know better to not do something that's stupid, but you know, it doesn't stop them from trying to do that. Ultimately though, it ends up just looking like this, just very pathetic and disappointing to some point. OP here is confronting a guy who apparently has broken multiple rules in the area, such as double parking and leaving things in other people's properties. Anyway, he decides to confront the guy, and this guy seems to have no lid on his rage.
You're double parked right now. You're breaking... Oh no, hey Bobby, it passed, but Bobby... Look, shells off my property. You see your shells? You have 1 hour to take your shells and plants off my property. You're ugly, but you have 1 hour to take your shells and plants off my property.
They're on your property.
See your shells? See your shells? You'll be moving your shells. Hey, Bobby, you look upset. Hi. Those shells will be moved in 1 hour. Hey, Bob, you're double parked. But you're double parked. Oh, you're double parked, Bob. Hey, Bob. You're double parked right now. You know what? Bob, you're double parked.
Yourself.
Oh, you're allowed to double. You're breaking the rules.
You better quit talking to you. Talk to my wife like that again. I'm going to beat you.
Okay, you're breaking the rules.
Someone really needs to put a lid on their rage, because you seem to be a little bit out of it, man, my man. You don't know how to handle when you get confronted for something. Now, I can completely understand if what this person is doing is completely out of line and he didn't do anything wrong in the first place, but still, being calm, cool, and collected gets you very far in life, not swinging and going ape mad at whatever happens to you. That doesn't help you in any way. Here we have someone catching someone making the attempt to steal their bike.
This guy, I just caught this guy trying to steal my bike. This is my key. Get the out of here. I don't need to show you the key. This is my bike. Are you serious? Both of you, get out of here. Show me your face. Get the out of here right now. Get the out of here right now. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Both of you. You're a fucking bike thief, hey? Both of you. Show your face. You fucking idiots. Get a real job and leave people alone who work hard for their expensive things. You. You. I paid $150 for this lock. You.
The audacity of the thief, whilst currently holding the damn grinder he was about to use to grind off the lock to steal the bike, to get in an argument with the owner of the bike, is just stupid. I don't know. I don't think there's any other word for it, because it's just this thief is clearly that stupid that now they've been caught in the act, rather than just trying to get out of there ASAP so they don't have to worry too much about problems that may ensue afterwards, they instead get in an argument with the owner of the bike whilst holding the damn tool they're about to use to steal it. Like, that's stupid, man. Come on. The lady behind the camera here is 7 months pregnant, so she's gone to a doctor's clinic in order to potentially be able to get some time off from work and things on those lines. The first person she saw, she wasn't exactly happy with their opinion of, so she's gone for a second opinion. But the other nurse here isn't exactly happy with that, so when she finds out about this, we have a very interesting conversation here.
What were you thinking about when you got pregnant, that you were not going to work? I'm just curious, because like I've had 3 kids, I worked up until the second they were born.
But am I you? Are you me? Do you know how I feel? Do you know how my body feels?
That's why I'm asking. I'm interested to know what you think. I want to know your mindset. So when you got pregnant, what were you thinking about?
I was thinking about having a kid. I'm confused on where you're going at.
I'm confused too, because you came in here and I did an assessment and I gave you my best medical advice. And you didn't like that.
But I said that I just wanted a note so I could take it easy these next 2 months. I'm 7 months pregnant and I'm in pain. It's not fraud. If it was fraud, the doctor wouldn't be getting me my note right now.
Really?
Yes.
What I read on your chart isn't true.
Okay. So what's on my chart that's not true?
I read on your chart what isn't true, because I'm the person who saw you and did the exam.
Okay.
So it's okay.
But how do you know how I feel? How do you know how my body feels inside?
Because I stuck my hand in there and checked your cervix.
Okay, you checked my cervix, but how you know how my bones feel? How you know how my body feels, my legs, my back? How do you know how that feels? How you know how my nausea feels? How you know how my cramps feel? By such, and you're okay. All right, so this is the nurse practitioner, and look how she's hitting me. Look at it. Check her out. Check it out. Call the police, and they're going to see what you just did. Call the police. She already called the police on me once because I called her a weirdo. Yes, look at this lady is crazy. Call the cops again. Call them. It's okay. Call them. I got you on video hitting me with that thing in your hand. This is the Philly Pregnancy Center, guys.
Yeah. Okay, Tilly.
You know, this just makes me glad that I live in a country that actually has a thing called maternity leave. Even though I'm a man and will never actually, most likely never make use of this, there is a thing called mom and dad leave where for like the final 2-3 weeks of the pregnancy, the partner can technically also go on leave to support the mother through the remainder of the pregnancy. But we're not talking about that. Here, she's just looking for the last 2 months to be able to just not be at work, which is the equivalent of 8 weeks. In America, from what I could look up, you do get 12 weeks of unpaid maternity leave. But obviously, all the hoops you have to jump through to even get that is complicated, and it's also, quote, unpaid. In Australia here, you get 20 weeks of paid maternity leave, and the hoops you have to go through in order to do it is very, very minimal. It's like, yep, cool, there's roughly 100-ish days left of your there's like roughly, 18, 20 weeks left of your pregnancy. Cool, you can go on maternity leave now if you want to, type deal. And it's like not something that's ever made to be this big of a deal. Like, it's like one of those things like, oh, what would you expect to happen when you get pregnant? Oh, to get time off work? Ha! Why would you get pregnant for that? It's like, why would you do that when you're pregnant? You think that was what's going to happen when you get pregnant? It's like, who would get pregnant just to get time off work? Heck, unpaid time off work. Genuinely, like just that, hearing that was so stupid. And like, yes, you may have worked all the way up to basically you giving birth of multiple babies, but every person's pregnancy is different. Heck, a person who goes through multiple pregnancies, those pregnancies can be different. Like genuinely ridiculous, that one, to be completely honest. And also the reaction from the nurse, whom I'm assuming is a nurse considering they're wearing that uniform, after she finds out that that person's been recording the entire conversation, was funky to say the least. Here we've got the classic cliche, we're on the plane and a baby starts crying, and then what's the response of someone else? Oh, to start yelling for some reason.
No!
Let's be rational. Hold on. You want to be rational? No. Don't tell me what the let's be rational. We are in a tin can with a baby in a goddamn echo chamber, and you want to talk to me about being okay?
Okay, because you're yelling.
So is the baby.
Okay, so you're a man.
You get any extra to yell?
Okay.
No.
So,
you and shut up.
No.
Just start with me now. I don't give a. You were sitting there watching that baby cry for 45.
Okay.
That shit didn't have nothing to do with nothing. Lower your voice. Lower that baby's voice.
Okay. I think it's out there. What happened? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm tripping.
I'll stop yelling if you shut the baby up. It's, okay, I'm just going to level with you here, buddy. So you're comparing your yelling, your nonsensical yelling that is really unnecessary, to a baby crying. Are you a child? Is that what you're trying to tell us here? That you are a literal baby and that's why you want to yell at the top of your voice and scream like an idiot on a plane, and you won't stop doing that until the baby stops being a baby? Buddy, maybe take a moment to think about what you said and realize that, isn't that a bit childish? Just a bit, just a teensy weensy bit.
In the sex scene, we've got a character who believes she's doing a world of good by pulling a chicken inside of a cage back to the undercover area rather than leaving the chicken out in the sun. And then goes off at the owner of this pet, this animal, when they come out and go, "What the hell are you doing?" Newsflash, when it turns out when it's not your animal, maybe you should figure out things before you start doing something stupid. And then when you get told for doing something stupid, you don't just scream your head off and go off at someone and then say that, "No, you can't leave animals out in the sun. That's just wrong. It's rude. It's terrible." It's like, what the hell? That's none of your own business in the first place. But furthermore to that, if you have no idea how to take care of this type of fucking animal, then why the fuck do you try to act like you are? Like, holy shit.
You ever come across a guy who's wearing some military clothes at an air show, and well, the people who are recording this notice that his patches that are on his clothes are a little bit all over the place and not where they should be, so they call him out for it, and here's how things go.
And telling me it's on stolen valor.
Don't stop for
I'm a mother, veteran and a pilot.
I didn't say that.
So correct.
We're military family. I
Yes,
don't know
that's
that,
right.
But I just don't want you
That's
talking
right.
to kids like that.
Stolen valor? Stolen valor, really.
Just fix your patch and then we'll be alright.
What?
Fix your patches and that's it. These guys know what the patches mean. Fix them.
They're little.
Because if you were in the uniform, just wear it right.
No, you fix it for me.
No. You have to fix it. That's why you have to teach these kids. If you want the uniform,
I understand.
You know the rules. These kids know. That's why they know this. That's it. That's it.
All right, guys, just let's go.
Have a good one. Stolen valor.
Look, I'm not going to claim to have any idea where these type of patches should actually be on clothing like that, but from just looking at it, I don't think it's meant to look like that, where you have patches not only overlaying over the top of each other, but patches that are also hanging off the material of the clothes itself because they've not been put in a place where you can apply the entire patch. Just from observing, that doesn't look right in any way, shape, or form. But hey, again, I don't know these type of things. Here we have a very interesting clip where the store owner decided it would be a bright idea to lock his door in order to get this guy who apparently stole something locked inside of the store and being held by him for the time being.
You feel powerful, dog? You feel powerful?
Just leave him. Just leave him.
Dog? What? You feel go ahead, hit me, bro.
You see this? He's getting into someone else's face.
See what happens. I never said I was going to. Put your hand on me. I never said I was going to. So why are you asking me to put my hand on you? Because you locked me in the store, bro. I didn't do nothing. I didn't put my hand on you. You're a thief, and I hadn't taken care of it.
What did I steal? I sampled a drink.
After you were confronted.
I literally sampled a drink.
After you were confronted.
About what? Sampling a drink?
You see a sign that says
sampling a drink?
free?
I can't taste the
Do you
fucking
see
drink.
that? Hey, did you like to go sample one of my sandwiches? You want to sample a cigarette?
No.
Not you want to sample a candy bar?
Look at how close he is into his face.
Did I do any of that?
Huh?
Did I do any of that?
You did over there.
I literally tasted the drink, bro.
No, that's not authorized. That ain't the way it works. I got to pay for that cup that you threw away, that you paid for.
Yeah, I
only
paid
because
for it, though.
I confronted you.
Bruh, what are you saying, bro?
I'm saying, I done said everything. She got it all on there.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I paid for the cup, so I ain't steal nothing.
You don't need to be here, ma'am.
You're on the right.
Good. I'm sorry, sir. The store's closed for a moment. Disruptive customers.
What are your other names, bro?
I have all of them on camera already. So when the cops get here, I will be calling corporate too.
Except for him. Except for this guy right here. It was her. She's racist too. You're racist too.
Man, I'm not 100% sure how to really think about this one. Because it's like one of those things, from what I've read with the US laws beforehand, on a technicality, if the store owner has actual legitimate reason to believe that you stole something, or you did some form, like you stole something from them and you're refusing to pay for it, they can technically have the rights to lock you within the store. They can't put your, like, you can potentially force your way out, and in theory they can't lay a hand on you in any way, shape or form. They can lock the door and stop you from leaving by blocking the entrance, but they can't actually use any form of physical effort to do that. So now it just comes down to the question on, is sampling a drink, depending on where the sampling of said drink was, whether it be like a slushy machine that was out in the store floor, or whether he grabbed a milk drink out of the fridge, undid the seal, took a sip and put it back, is now just other questions on, is that enough to warrant locking the guy in here? I honestly wouldn't be too sure. If it's along the lines and he put a little bit of slushy into a cup, took a sip of the frozen drink, and then that's it, and that's all he did, then I personally would just like this ain't worth it, move along, get out of here. But if it's like an actual sealed drink he's taken out of the fridge, opened up, taken a sip, and then put it back after he didn't like it, then there's other issues that come along with that. Again, it depends on the context of what actually happened prior to the recording. Here we have a screaming match in a store because I think someone just went past someone, didn't say excuse me, and bumped into them. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, here's the clip. That is literally all I gathered from that clip, what I said in the preface. Just like, this seems to have been the result of the other lady, the lady in pink, going past, accidentally bumping into the other person who may have not been paying attention to what in the world they're doing. And instead of just being a polite human like we all should be, like, oh, crap, hey, you hit me. It's like, oh, sorry about that. It's fine, I wasn't paying attention, moving on. No, it goes into the screaming match, which is hilarious because we don't know how to be nice to each other and solve things without screaming at each other. It's always great, isn't it?
In this next clip, we've got a Karen who's having their first time at peak hour public transport.
Karen yells at man on crowded subway for holding on to support pole.
Move your arm. Move your arm. No, it's not your business. I paid my fare. Okay? So not to have your arm in front of my face.
Look around.
I don't give a I care what's in front of me. Understand that? I'm not here for nobody else. I'm here for me.
That's very obvious.
Yes, so then move your arm please up a little bit so it's not in front of my face.
Now, if you're asking me to move it up,
no, you didn't give me so damn rude and obnoxious.
Yeah, who's being rude or obnoxious?
You, if I'm listening to myself, who the hell's going to?
Are we getting pumped?
Excuse me, move your arm. Now what's the problem? You waiting for what? for me to say the PLEASE because I'm not going to do it.
I'm not moving anywhere. I am holding on to the bar like everybody.
Yeah. If my husband's an officer, this wouldn't happen. Trust me. That is nice. Fucking half the Band-Aid law.
Hit the plus for more caring content.
I say that because if anyone who's actually been on a train or a bus or any form of public transport in peak hour, like when everyone's going to work or everyone's coming home from work, this is common. People are going to be stuck standing up and are holding on to support poles. This may occur to have some arms flailing all over the place, maybe in your way. Unfortunately, that's just how it is on a crowded train or a crowded bus. It's just how it's going to go. Complaining about it is just going to make your trip worse, you dumb fuck.
This next clip is, well, I think the best way to say is a lot. Some context to what happens with this clip here. So basically, these guys had posted marketing material all around the neighborhood, heck, even further down the neighborhood. Basically, the sign said, free swim from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. And these kids from this lady goes down to the swimming pool. They're apparently only across the road from the actual pool itself. And the kids got denied for what seems to be a multitude of different reasons. I don't 100% gather what reason the kids actually used, because I think there's two of them that are being lined up here. Either way, here's the clip.
Hi. Hi there. Okay. So what's going on right here?
It's just a kind of a membership drive type thing that they do every year.
Every year. So the free swim signs that's in front of my house, it don't say a membership, or you gotta be right. I am recording because I'm most definitely going to send this in, because you have 4 or 5 little black kids come in here, coming to swim. You tell them, oh, you need a membership. You don't need a membership. It says free swim.
Bruce,
yes.
I think he talked to them.
Okay, because I'm most definitely going to send it straight to the news.
Fine. Come on. Fine, Bruce. Yeah, I know there was one group that came up that the issue was they didn't have somebody 21 to sign the waiver.
Y'all didn't say that.
The other one I don't know about.
Hi, Bruce. How are you?
Fine, man. How are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
My name is Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
Okay. I have my kids tried to come and swim because the sign in front of our house that say free swim 12:30 to 2:30, right? It don't say nothing about a membership. Y'all told my kids, oh, y'all need a membership. As soon as they say, then y'all told them, oh, you need to be in a neighborhood. Yeah. We stay across the street. We are the neighborhood.
Oh, what's the address? I'm sorry.
3315, right on the same block. So it doesn't matter if I'm telling you 3315. We across the street. Rocky Ridge. I'm telling you, we across the street. So what was the real reason? Was it because there was a bunch of black kids coming here? Because I'm most definitely going to record. I'm recording. No, I did. I took all the pictures. I did, because I'm sending it straight to the news. Because I'm trying to figure out the sign in front of my house say free swim.
Well, yes, the sign's 3315 Rocky Ridge. You said?
This is Rocky Ridge. No, my address is 3315 Rocky Ridge. This is Rocky Ridge right here. I'm on the same block of this pool. So I'm trying to figure out as to why. Was it for whites only? I'm just asking a question, because why is it that you turned a bunch of black kids around?
Because, well, first of all, there were no adults.
Y'all didn't say that.
No, how much? We can't,
because they could have just had. No, but I'm saying when they came, y'all should have said, "Oh, you need an adult." They
specifically said they didn't have no parents.
They don't have no parents. I see my kids walking right here.
With parents.
But why didn't y'all just say?
Their dumb rule is that they had to be from the neighborhood, which is a dumb rule.
Are they not from the neighborhood? Across the street is not the neighborhood. I'm just asking a question.
Tanglewilde and Westmont is the people in those neighborhoods put up the money to build food, and so they're the people that can come. And
it say free swim.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. There isn't enough room to put all.
There's enough room for the black kids.
No, ma'am.
Or just next year you need to
Make it say
specify.
like these two. That's what I'm saying. It's a dumb rule to say free swim and to not specify of neighborhoods. I get it.
Because this is where we have
totally
a
the dumb
problem
rule.
at.
I understand
I agree.
because they're bad
I
at
agree.
marketing.
I
I totally
agree.
get it.
Yeah.
But it's also they didn't have any parents. Like there's people in here.
But okay, but the parent part, I don't want to hear because I was right out here. If it was really the rule of you guys need a parent, my son would have called me just like he called me and said y'all turned them around because he said you're their color, you can go in, ma'am, you can go in. I don't know, ask them.
You need to sign in, please.
Oh, my son parking. My son parking on
Yeah,
Saturday.
Maurice
So,
or whatever.
I my finger outside is like, I cannot, so I cannot.
Oh, okay.
I'm a lady.
Okay.
Thank you.
Maurice, they're off of Meadowcroft. They're like a few houses from Kevin.
Oh.
Yeah, Maurice was talking like that.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure because to be honest, it wasn't a parent issue. It was not.
Well,
The sign that's in front of my house. This pool address is 3430 Rocky Ridge. My address is 3315. So there's no way that we are not in their neighborhood. That free sign go all the way up Tanglewood. There's no way that this is that. No, just say it wasn't for the black kids. Just say that, and I respect y'all way more. But I'm most definitely finna. No, it ain't no literally.
It's not true. They
That
drew
is
some
true.
arbitrary line, and the arbitrary line is the neighborhood. I understand that. Your appreciation for what the neighborhood is my appreciation for what the neighborhood is, which it is a larger part of the community. I understand that.
So we are in the neighborhood, though. We're not in the neighborhood.
Across the street is not the neighborhood. Across the street from the pool.
Entity, and there's like weird.
So why y'all have the sign going all the way? So you mean to tell me?
That is the part of the bad implementation.
Yeah, no. Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Somewhere else.
Yes.
But y'all put them all the way down there by our house.
Past our house. They did it past our house. The sign's going all the way up Tanglewood towards McDonald's.
And then when y'all pass out the flyers, y'all always put
Y'all
the
put it
flyers
on
up in
our house. Y'all
our
put it
mailbox.
right in our mailbox. So
yes, y'all put
it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they don't need to swim.
Huh?
We're right here. There's no
The cross street is
we're right here.
Skyline.
We right here across the street. Go down 5 houses down.
Where the Skyline tees into Rocky Ridge.
Yeah.
We literally right here across the street, 5 houses down.
Oh,
But that's
I know.
cool.
Yes, I've seen.
That's cool. Come on, go.
I've seen the kids playing there.
I'm sure you did, but it's okay. It's okay. Now they can swim. And it's fine. It's fine. I get it. It's 2022, and I most definitely get it, sir. I promise you, I do get it. Listen, I do. No, I don't. When my kids call me and say, "Oh, mama," they said we can't swim because we don't have a membership. Then they say, "Oh, we can't swim because." Hold up, I know that because the sign. I took a picture of the sign, and I'm most definitely going to post it because it say free swim. It don't say members only. This time from this time, and that's fine. I get it. I raised my kids to know right from right from wrong, black and white. They know. They already knew what was up.
No.
Because I didn't say they told you they was in the neighborhood. And that's
it's a misunderstanding.
It ain't no misunderstanding. When I know this one right here that got common sense of a 90-year-old, he told you they was in the neighborhood. Y'all still turned them around. And I'm fine. No, sir, I'm fine. I just wanted to come address the issue, okay? Right. Because that's not fair. They're young. You can have racism towards the parents, and that's fine. We take it all day. But towards some kids, it was totally wrong and out of order. Totally wrong.
I'm sorry.
And that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Have a great day.
That's one huge kerfuffle. I genuinely, I'm trying to just sit here, think about this entire situation, and try and gather what actually happened here. Because I don't like to immediately assume someone's being racist. Like, I like to think like there's potentially a misunderstanding here, but I can't exactly see that. Like, there's 2 different answers, maybe even 3 here to what actually happened here. Either A, this was genuinely a massive marketing blunder from the HOA of this entire neighborhood that decided to advertise this free swim far out than what it should be. And in reality, the HOA area ends at the street the pool is on, so across the road is not part of the HOA that is invited to the swimming pool thing. And from what I can tell, other people are thinking that the membership is a paid membership thing. I don't think it is. I think this is just like, hey, sign up, let us know who you are, yada, 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 yada. And they might ask you for money down the line or something along those lines. As well, It seems like they were being calm and respectful about the situation, but that also could be quite possibly because she had her phone out and was recording this entire time. It may have gone down slightly differently if she wasn't. Maybe there was some potential true racism here, and they didn't let her kids in because they were black, potentially. Or maybe it truly was because there was no adult with them, and maybe if they came back with the adult and were let in, and maybe she didn't come back nicely and immediately started this entire clip here, and that's how we got here, and they didn't try to get in with her being there and present. I don't know. There's so many different facets to just watching this clip that I'm not 100% sure to what really take from it. I don't know. I'm asking you guys in the comments down below, what do you get from this one? What's your personal opinions with what happened in the situation? Where do you stand? Here we are on the sleeping quarters side of a cruise ship, and where we have someone who's extremely unhappy with the people behind the camera because apparently they're being too noisy at 11 p.m. Here's the clip.
It's a one room and so many people, 11 o'clock. Everybody paid money to have a night, quiet night, okay? If it's not going to be quiet right away, I'm calling to security. That's it.
You can call security.
No, okay, so I'm going to call
security, okay.
What do you think? You're the one here?
Ma'am, go do what you say you're gonna do.
You're the one here?
I don't give a damn what you say.
I paid the same money like you.
And that's fine. Do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
The hell wrong with you?
Why she coming yelling at us like that?
I don't give a damn. I guess I don't know what you think. What you think?
It's a party.
I don't give a damn. I can party all I want.
No party.
No. I can do whatever I want. I pay the same money you did.
You're doing what you want.
I do what I want.
Let's see.
Let's see. Piece of business. What's she talking about?
I think the simple thing to just acknowledge here is that when you're on a cruise ship like this, there are usually multiple different places that you can go and hang out and just be loud and noisy and stupid. Especially like at 11 p.m. Yeah, it's a Wednesday, but it's until 11 p.m. Usually things are, I would assume, things are still open on a cruise ship. I don't know. I've never gone on a cruise ship. Can't afford to do that. It's not within the thing that I can do. It's just one of those things where if you're in the sleeping quarters area where everyone goes to sleep, it's like a hotel. Be courteous of other people there. Like, they're already going to have to suffer through the people who snore very loudly and other things on those lines. So don't be loud and obnoxious for no real reason. If you're going to be like that, go elsewhere in the cruise ship. There'd be other places, surely, to not do it where people sleep, especially this late at night. Like, come on. Here we have a Karen that's extremely upset that this person's driving around in a car that she claims to be noisy. Here's the clip.
Is it your dad's car?
No.
Rental.
It's not a rental. I bought it.
If it is your car and you can fix it and you don't do that on purpose, that is mean.
How is it mean?
Because you're disturbing other people like me.
But
I have anxiety and I lived in war zones. I have suffered enough.
My sister's gay, so.
On purpose to adding to misery in the world on purpose, it's me.
But it's just a loud car.
What are you looking at? Well, I took your license number.
Okay.
So if you come back here and make noise, I'll report you both to campus security and police.
Okay, that's totally okay because I'm driving the speed limit. It's loud.
I don't care about the speed limit. You're making noise and you're doing that on purpose.
But it's like
just because you think that, I don't know, 10 other guys like you enjoy this, you're disturbing the rest of thousands of other people in here that they don't like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Is it worth it?
I don't know. I don't do it on purpose.
Another hobby, please. You said it can be fixed and you don't do it on purpose. So please go fix this and stop doing that. There's
like I was going maybe like 30 kilometers an hour.
Those that live here and they don't have car, they enjoy this noise?
Well, I mean, if they're a car guy, probably. Like, maybe.
Yeah, so you're talking?
I've never had anyone else come up to me like this.
Because nobody else is brave enough to approach you to tell you that this is wrong.
Yeah. No, sometimes I get in my own feelings about it, like moral combat.
I don't know if you can hear it or not, by the sound of the grumble of the engine of this car, I would assume that it is probably somewhat of a noisy thing when you start revving and driving along down the street. But I am curious on how loud it actually is. Unfortunately, when looking at this guy's TikTok, this is the only video on there. He's not posted anything else. He's not really answered what car he's got. He's not really answered anything to do with how loud his car actually. Because, you know, there is a legitimate point where your car is just loud for the sake of being loud, and there are legal limits to that as well. Yes, it is fun to have a loud car. Trust me, I know it. I'm a car guy. I get it. But you know, at a certain point, maybe you got to be a bit more considerate when you know your car's loud when driving through neighborhoods. Though this is broad daylight, so I don't really think there should be too much to be concerned. But I don't know. We don't know how loud the car actually is because this guy doesn't tell us. Here we have someone who some might call a Karen, others might call a hero, because, you know, fast food restaurants do truly be a bit stingy when it comes to giving you sauces, but nevertheless, it's kind of funny. Here's the clip.
If I spend my money, I need to get what the I deserve.
Yeah, I'll call you back now.
Look, sorry ass, bitch gon' try.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Is this sauce coming out your pocket? Do y'all got more of this sauce laying around? Cause I'm looking at a shitload. The little sorry ass bitch in drive-thru told me y'all didn't have any more sauce. I'm talking to that bitch right there, yes. Bitch wanted to tell me that there was no more sauce, and I'm looking at a shitload of sauce. You trifling patty bitch.
Bro.
That don't make no sense. I spent my money. I should be able to get more than one sauce. Can somebody give me some sauce, please? Yes, I can. Thank you, boo.
What do you mean you have no sauce? I can see a bucket full of sauce right there. You just gotta give me some of them. That's funny. Yes, the other workers don't deserve to be yelled at this, but, like, at the same time, like, this is just kind of funny. If I was behind the counter there, I would genuinely be laughing at the sheer stupidity of this one. Because it's like, yeah, I get it. It's a bit of an over-the-top yelling over some sauce, but at the same time, it's kind of funny that another worker decides to say, oh, I don't have any more sauce to give you, sorry. And then it turns out that, oh yeah, there's a crap ton just there. Whoopsie daisy. I don't know, life's more fun when you take things like this at a chuckle rather than anger, you know? Here we have the gate Karen, who's harassing anyone who chooses to open the gate to come into this complex area, close the gate, and drive down this private road. Harassing anyone who dares to do that, even if they live in this area. Watch this.
No, he's taking my picture. And I just want to know how come you keep opening? You live here?
Only for 8 years now. I've only had this conversation with you 5 times.
Yes, and you keep opening.
5 times in 8 years I've had this conversation with you.
Opening and closing the gates, and you're not supposed to.
Why are they closed?
They're closed because the subdivision has said they will be closed so that it's an empty. And did you go to the meeting? Did you go to the subdivision meeting?
You just answered the question. So why are you stopping me and asking me why I'm opening and closing the gates?
Because I want to know
why you just said why. You just said why. You just said why. Because for now, the subdivision is closing the gates.
They have been closed for 30 years.
Then why are you asking me why I'm closing the gates?
I'm asking you why you're going through them, opening and closing them.
Look, like the 4 conversations we've had before, them are Mike Roman's gates, okay? Them aren't the subdivision gates. They're not your gates, okay? They are Romans. She knows this. She knows this. Karen knows this.
Who's Karen?
She knows this.
Karen.
Karen, you live right there. Go home. Go home. Go home.
I just want to know why you are special that you can go.
I want to know what makes you so special to jump in front of people's cars and make them stop.
I walked carefully. I was nice.
No, she's done this 5 times, dude, okay?
I don't
5 different times. Look, you've done it, okay? Because with the people that used to live over there in that condo that Mike was renting to, You freaking followed us all the way from the gates when you jumped in front of the car like you're doing now. Over to their house. Over to their house. You was on their front porch screaming, yelling, and hollering about some people trespassing.
They are not allowed in this private
Oh my Lord.
Well, what needs to happen is just that fence needs to be put back there.
Yeah, well, I want to take a picture of this license plate.
Well, take a picture. You want me to get in front of it and smile for you? You want me to get in front of it and smile for you? Oh.
So he'll run your plate.
Well, he can tell you I live at 905 Lakeland, okay?
I know, but we want to do a formal complaint because if you notice, it says private property, no.
Are you guys like oblivious to this vehicle? Are you like not aware that this vehicle has been in here for 10 years almost?
I didn't know your vehicle.
I mean, come on.
I didn't know.
I know what you drive. I know what you drive.
Okay.
I know what most people drive because I see most people's vehicles all the time in here.
See it going through the gates?
Well, no, that's because it's not your property to go through.
It's not yours either.
Hey, I gotta go. I got kids coming home. I need to get home. So can you take your picture and move your butt out of the street so we can drive on the street?
Call me Karen.
So I'm gonna call you Karen.
The thing is, I don't even know what that Karen thing is. I just read something the other day. And just come on over.
It's-
Take a picture of it, let him go. And,
Please,
you know,
take-
the main thing is to get a hold of the trustees.
Oh my God. Could you could have did this 8 years ago?
Are you the renter?
Why didn't you do this 8 years ago?
Oh, you're the renter.
Oh, now you know finally. You figured it out. Now, take your picture and get the hell out the way because now you know I live in here. Thank you. Move. You need to get out. You need to move. You need to get it out of the street now. You need to move out of the road. Out of the road. This is for cars. Remember my nephew who was riding his dirt bike and you carried out on him and tried to yank him off his bike, and then you took his $1,000 phone and threw it on the ground? Do you remember that too? Because I remember that about your crazy too. He was 16 years old. He ain't no little liar, okay? We saw his phone. His phone was destroyed through his phone. Let me guess, he did that on his own and decided he wanted to blame you. Okay, you need to move before I call the police. I'm going to call the police and have them take you to your home so you can take your meds and go on about your day and leave people alone. You're the crazy one standing in front of my car, not moving now that you know who I am. Thank you. This lady, she's been on one since we've been here. I wouldn't want to live with, I would not permanently want to live with people like you. I got the option to get the hell out of here and it's gonna happen. I feel sorry for people who own homes in here that have to live with you. At least I got the option to get the hell out of here, away from your crazy.
Trash. Please get out like
What's your problem now?
I have no problem other than you. And
Now wait a minute. What's your issue now? Hold on, we got a Karen, and a Kevin. This must be her brother Kevin.
go away now, bud.
This must be brother Kevin, because I haven't even done or said anything to you.
Well, then obviously
And now you're saying that you wish because I'm a
truck in the middle of the road and your trailer and you were throwing gravel in the road and you prevented me from
I was
going around
throwing
you?
gravel in the road.
Oh, he doesn't.
You mean I was putting gravel down at the gate that you think you own and that you have rights to?
Your truck was impeding
When it's
my
Mike's
driving.
and it's not yours?
Just go away. Just go
So
away.
now you do know. So okay, this was all just a big act, right? This was all just a big act. Yo, you guys are lonely, bored, and need each other to start shit with people.
Would you please
I
ask
see
Mike
your lips
who
flapping,
paid?
but all I
I
hear
know,
is
right?
wow, wow, wow.
Well, that's because you're standing next to Karen here.
No,
and
no,
I
I'm
would
looking
think
right
that
at
way
you,
too.
nigger boy, so
I
just
would
move
think that way too if I had a Karen on my side. Be like, woo! What am I going to do today with the rest of myself? I'm going to start people.
Please ask Mike who paid for
Anyone have a brick wall I could slam my head in against? Because the question that I want to answer is how many times, which is going to happen first? Me dropping unconscious because of me continuously slamming my head against the wall, or her learning to shut the up and move on? Don't do that. Don't do that at home. I don't get these type of people. It's just like, oh my god, you're trespassing, yada yada. I live here. I don't care. You're trespassing now. Why'd you open the gate to come in and close it? That's bad. The gate's meant to stay closed. Yeah, that's why he closed it after he came in with his vehicle. How is he meant? Is his vehicle just meant to phase through the fence? Is that what you're expecting here? How does he get his vehicle back in? Oh, it goes through the fence. He has to open the gate, bring the vehicle in, close the gate. Oh my god, he did it. Whoa. Just the insanity of some people just continuing to escalate problems until they get what they want, which didn't even happen here. Like, it's just so stupid. Oh, and don't get me started on the other guy who decided to get involved after a bit. Jeez. Here we're dropped in the middle of what seems to be the aftermath of a potential road incident, and here we got a guy who is just going off at the woman inside of her car over whatever happened here. So we have a good Samaritan saying, hey, stop that, maybe just go into your car, call the cops, and stop being this type of person.
Don't move your car no more. Just call the police. Don't move it no more because you're further damaging the car. And then you have on traffic. You, sir, need to get in your car and call the police. And stop intimidating this woman and her child.
I'm not trying to intimidate
Just, sir, hop in your car and call the proper people for this. Call the police. Her baby is scared and you're sitting here yelling at her. Hop in your vehicle and call the police. Leave this woman and her child alone. You're welcome.
I don't know who's at fault for what happened here, nor what actually happened here, but this is not how you handle stuff like this. Keep cool, calm, collected, make sure everyone's okay, and then exchange the information, yada, yada, yada. There's not much more to it than that. You don't need to start screaming and shouting at the person who you're involved in an accident with. It's just not necessary.
Is next that we get to see what happens when a Kevin gets kicked out of their favorite bar to ever be in.
No, I haven't. That's what everybody's telling me. You're saying that I'm 86 from this place? I'm not saying that my boss is. Oh, who's your boss? Heather. Who's Heather? Yeah? Oh. I could if you tell me, you said I'm 86 from here? Excuse me. Yeah, who's the owner? Thank you. Oh, the owner said, so they're not here. So you guys are gonna tell me that? You're not gonna give me a reason why?
So our owners have approved that you're not allowed to be in this building. We're going to have to ask you to leave, or I'm going to get somebody else that's going to...
Yes, you're going to. You're going to get other people. Oh, hold on. I got to go on live stream, though. Let me go on live stream. This could be good for the live stream. Yeah, sorry. Why? Why is that? I thought you guys gave special discounts for military veterans. Why are you kicking me out of here? I'm a decorated Marine Corps veteran, and you guys haven't told me why you're kicking me out of here. Why am I being kicked out? Oh, so your owners told you this when?
Our owners told you this, that you are not allowed to be here.
Yeah? Oh, I will. I will. Yeah? Yes. Yes, you do. I'm going to have everybody explain it to me until somebody tells me why I'm being kicked out of here. Yeah, you guys can all explain it to me, or somebody can. This will probably go on Yelp too. You know, I was one of the first people that came in here when you guys opened this place, right? I've been coming in here for years and years. One of the first people to make a review in this place. Always enjoyed this place. I've been bringing my family in here for years. Nobody want to tell me why I'm being kicked out of here? Or are you guys all just making some stuff up? Yeah? It's a good thing I got the video camera out before you guys all teamed up on me, right? Somebody's going to explain themselves. Damn, this is totally going on the internet. I'm going to go on all the mountain pages and show how you guys 86 me, but you won't say why. Why am I being kicked out of this establishment? I'm a decorated Marine Corps veteran. I've done nothing wrong. They're telling me I'm 86 from here. Nobody's telling me why. Huh? So you guys don't serve veterans. You don't do the veterans discount, huh? Are you? Are you? Oh, you are? Then you could tell me why you're trying to eject me from this building. Oh, so I can contact the owner for a list of reasons? So you guys decided that I wasn't going to be allowed in here when?
You can contact the owner.
Exactly. Yeah, you're just doing what you're told, that you're going to give me an explanation before I leave here why I'm not allowed to be here. Or you could tell the sheriff's deputy, if you guys want to call the sheriff. I'd love to hear what you guys say to the sheriff's deputy.
I'm waiting for we're getting the number.
Getting the number for security. Yeah, totally disrespectful to veterans. Not much you can do about it, pal. Oh, poor you. I'm so offended right now. Oh, poor offended NPC character there. He's just fuming. His head's gonna pop off. He's so offended. So no reasoning. You're just gonna decide that I. What? No, you never gave me a reason. Why am I not allowed to be here?
Insulting people that work here.
What? Who?
You're verbally assaulting people and you're being disrespectful.
Who?
I don't need to give you.
Also, after the fact, after you say I'm kicked out of here, you're going to tell me I'm insulting people after you won't give me a reason why? That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh yeah? Why am I being kicked out of here? Tell me why. Nobody's giving me a reason. I have it all on video. I started recording right from the beginning. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you tell me you're kicking me out of here, you don't tell me why, and I'm harassing you. You guys are very uncomfortable with being filmed after you did something wrong, huh? No, it's okay. It's okay.
Did I give you consent to videotape me?
I don't care what you consent to.
I don't even believe you're a veteran.
Oh, you're going to put that online too. Tap House, that's how they feel about veterans. Ooh, let's go get their logo over here. So you guys know who said that about a decorated Marine Corps veteran. Yep, I'm not even a veteran. Lakefront. Yep, Lakefront Tap Room. Lake Arrowhead. Oh yeah, you're a veteran too? You just okay with that? You look like a veteran type person, huh? No? Nobody gonna say anything? Alright. It's okay. This will be a good recording. I'm just gonna take that little bit where you're disrespectful to veterans and post that up. That's gonna paint this place in a great light. Oh no, I'm gonna give my explanation.
I don't have one for you.
I know, and you guys can't physically remove me, so the person who can is gonna have to get an explanation for me. These people asked you to leave, but that's going to be the summary of this video. Nice long video. Damn, that's going to really hurt when I post this to the internet. Publish the, what'd you say? Publish the owner's name and information about this establishment with that person who disrespected my military service? Yeah, and you disrespect me too? Oh, this is great. This is gold. Your Yelp rating might suffer, though. I don't know. Oh, there's a camera right here. Oh, the owners are going to be able to watch all this on replay, them not giving me an answer as to why I'm 86 from this establishment. That's excellent. And then they all ignore me. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm being crazy and I won't leave? No, they won't give me a reason why they're telling me to leave. Yeah, I post up at the bar for a beer and they tell me I have to leave. I've been 86 and they won't tell me why.
Can you please back up? You're getting way too close to me.
I'm sorry, I'm standing here at the booth right where you seat everybody. They always stand right here at the table. I'm sorry that I'm making you uncomfortable when I'm standing at the same position everybody else does at your little counter here. Here, please wait to be seated. Oh, now I'm making her uncomfortable, but she won't tell me why I'm supposed to leave here. I thought you guys gave military veterans a discount. This is the discount? This is the veterans discount? At the Lakefront Tap Room? Darn. It looked like it didn't work out for you guys the way you expected, did it? I know, you're just burying yourself deeper. That thing you said is going on the internet. Oh, you're disrespecting my military service again? I'm an honorably decorated military veteran? You're slandering my military service.
I'm in the military. I was previously in the military.
Oh yeah, what's your name so I can have you looked up? I got friends in the military too. Oh, this guy's he's gonna flip me off again, that's all he's got. Brody over there, oh, I got my snapback. Fuck you, buddy. Service. Nobody owes you an explanation. This guy's looking at me crazy too. Hi. I didn't do anything wrong. They're not telling me why I'm supposed to be leaving here, so I'm being victimized by this establishment. I'm a military veteran. They say they give military veterans a discount. Act like you don't tell me how to act, buddy. What is that, communism? Zig Heil? Shut the
Can you please move? I don't feel safe in my workspace.
Oh yeah, okay. Whatever you want to make up after you ask me to leave, and you can't make me leave with no explanation as to why. Why am I leaving here? I pitched up for a beer. I went to the bank. I want a beer before I go home. My mouth is parched. Yeah, I was thinking about walking to Jetty's after I saw the bar was full. And then somebody made a seat for me. And then you all team up on me to kick me out of here, but you won't tell me why. But all this is going on the internet, so they'll know too. All this. And people are really nosy on this mountain. Really nosy. Got almost 10 minutes of video now. Yeah. I use the bank, and I come here for a beer, and they team up on me to kick me out and won't tell me why.
Because you're stalking someone here.
Oh, am I? I'm stalking somebody here. Who? Who am I stalking? Or is that like the owners told you something? Okay, she walked up to me.
Don't get close to her.
The video will show she walked up to me and put her hand on my camera.
Don't get close to her.
Come on now. Come on.
She's doing her job.
Let's be real. You guys are being malicious to me, and I was just here for a beer. You're filming us without our permission. What's your name? Oh, that's all on video.
What a disingenuous, dense motherfucker. Like, holy shit. The amount of gaslighting and all the fucking random shit he tried to throw at them to try and manipulate certain things out of like, I'm just watching this and just how he's trying to compose these videos in a certain way to try and get these people in as much trouble as possible. But it doesn't work that way because you come off as an absolute fucking asshole. Yeah, maybe they should have at least had some knowledge of what reason it is, but at the same time, you're not entitled to being told why you're not allowed to be in a store anymore. They don't have to tell you that. It's appreciated if they do. It's very useful so you know what not to do next time. But if it's a certain situation like what we hear at the end here where apparently it's something to do with him stalking someone or being an absolute nuisance or something on those lines, we don't have a reason to that. It's just like one of those things, yeah, they're going to keep certain reasons from you, especially if it's of certain things of concerns that may cause more trouble if you know about the reason why you're not allowed to be in there anymore. Either way, this video here serves as a perfect encapsulation on why you shouldn't be in this place anyway. It doesn't matter what else they throw up from you beforehand, this entire thing here is just how much of a fucking asshole you are when you don't get your way. You whip out the camera, you start shoving it into everyone's face, you start screaming, yelling at them over and over again, saying that I'm a military veteran, this is how they treat military veterans, a decorated military veteran. It's like, that's literally being a fucking shithead to try and cause as much shit as you can here, like fucking hell. So Buddha Carrie doesn't appreciate being recorded because she doesn't like being held responsible for her own actions inside of a post office.
Why don't we just go to the rules?
Show me.
Okay, come on, I'll show you the rules. Okay, so and they're on the wall. You see?
I asked him not to record me.
Say it. He's right. He's right.
I asked him not to record me.
Hi, could you please explain this this lady that we have the right to video record in the lobby?
She can't video
I asked him
record.
very nicely to not record me.
You're in a public place.
Yes. Thank you.
And there's no reason, you don't have that right to privacy when you're in a public place.
Oh,
that's all.
Thank you. You are the man. You are the man.
Well,
what's your name, sir?
Just don't interrupt. I
No.
don't want you to interrupt my
No. I'm just
flow
really happy to have you here. What's your name?
Okay, my name's Craig. All right.
Postmaster Craig. Craig, you're an example.
I mean, you're in a government-funded agency that's a public place under most requirements, so there's not much you can do. You can be recorded in there. You don't have that privacy because it's still technically a public place, so shame on you.
With this one here, we have a guy who's upset about the neighbors consistently parking on the street, basically making it difficult for anyone to get through the road, apparently even blocking it at times. You get the story, right? Anyhow, he's going to confront one of his neighbors, and this ultimately ends up as a massive blow-up between him and everyone else in the neighborhood.
Causing a noise disturbance.
Okay.
You
You're filming me.
If
you're filming me
yes.
just to try to antagonize me.
Because you're threatening me.
Why don't you get yourself and your dumbass haircut back on your property?
Now it's my hair.
What's that? And it's everything about you. It's everything.
So
all you do.
Why do you have to be such a self-important piece of shit?
Cause a disturbance.
Why would I cause a disturbance?
Her lawn with your truck over there.
I what?
You're an idiot.
I what her lawn?
You were an idiot.
I did what to her lawn? Exactly. You're just talking shit.
You're
just talking
idiot.
shit because you ain't got nothing better.
Go up there.
This is public property. I can be whatever I want.
Get on your property.
No.
Stop acting like a moron and
No.
go the other way.
No.
These people are having a freaking pool
Great.
party.
It's against the law. Would you like me to show you
It's against
exactly
the
where?
law for you to look that stupid.
No, it's not, actually. There's no ordinance for that. Would you like me to show you the ordinance where you're wrong?
I'm telling you right now, get on your property.
What are you going to do?
Get on your property.
What are you going to do?
I'm telling you right now.
What are you going to do?
Get on your property.
I'm on public property. You stay on your property.
You like to antagonize people? Is that what you do? You're
No.
an antagonist.
Is that like when you screamed at me at the bottom of the hill?
That's what you are.
Why don't you take your shitty antique that needs to be rewired every year?
You step on this property.
I have no need to step on your property. Why don't you come out here and do it?
I'm glad you recorded
Why don't you come out here and do it?
Step on that step. I will not.
Are you inviting me onto your property? Are you inviting me onto your property? Is that what you just did?
You make a choice. Because I'll make.
Yeah, Jeremy, go inside. Listen to your wife.
Uglier.
Yeah, Jeremy, go inside. Listen to your wife. Don't threaten people randomly.
I'm warning you.
Of what? What are you going to do?
I'm warning you.
What are you going to do?
Excuse me, we have little kids.
I don't care. I don't care. Get out of the road. What are you going to do?
No kidding. I mean, you don't even.
I live right there. I use this road to get home.
Get back on your property.
No. Park somewhere else.
Look how stupid.
Use your driveways. Go park downtown. You could park downtown and carpool. There are options.
You can take a different road to your house.
I don't have to.
Simple as that.
I don't have to. This is 10-9. It's the rule. You're not supposed to park within 200. Huh? I live in this town. I live right there. I live right there.
It's 3 other roads I go there.
Sure.
Go the other way. It's one day. We're having our
It's
daughter's birthday party.
congratulations. It's repetitious. It's all the time.
I'm not we don't.
Really? When the little blue car and the Subaru and that car.
We have 4 cars that live here. We have 2 driveways.
You should try. Why are they parked in the road then?
What are you talking about?
I've had the blue car and that car both parked right here across from this and his truck.
Well, every now and again we use, and you notice we park on our property.
I do, but you're not supposed to.
We try to. Yeah, we are. We can park on our
No,
property.
you're not supposed to park within 200 feet of the incline of a hill.
Sir, you have to understand, we've lived here for 22 years.
Great, I've been here for 11.
And we do not block this road.
You have.
Occasionally-
I've had to back up because you guys were parked out in the road. I have had to do it myself.
Why don't you just get out of here? Put your phone away. You're not a big shot.
No.
Okay?
I mean, this is crazy. We can't even celebrate
Public
our-
drunkenness.
a child.
Stay out of the road and stop being an inconvenience to the rest of your neighbors. Why is that so hard?
It's not inconveniencing them, and they're across from us.
Because you guys are all doing the same shit. You couldn't get a fire truck up through here.
Yeah, you could.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Look, I get this frustration. Yeah, that actually might be a law in this area, and so be it. You can be like that, but you're probably better off just going to the police or the count or your local council. That's what we call them here, the municipality. I cannot say that word for the life of me for some reason. And go annoy them to go look into it, kind of thing. Like, for example, when we've had one of our neighbors parks a light truck, like a proper truck on the road, it's like, hey, they're not meant to be doing that, yada yada yada, and that was its own thing. But ultimately, at least from my experience, this is only going to get worse, purely because as people stay at home longer, because it's more expensive to get out into the rental market and stuff like that, you're going from like the average house having like 1 to 2 cars parked on it to 2, 3, 4, 5 cars parked for a single household because they can't actually get into a rental in any way, shape, or form. And yeah, I understand the problem with this. Heck, it's a big problem in the street that I live in. Like, there's cars that are hog around the corner, and it's a huge pain in the ass. You have to be so careful about that, not smashed into them. But it's just an unfortunate thing that there's just not enough places to park, especially with the amount of people who are now living together, because it's too expensive to not do that. I feel like there's better ways you could have handled this, and if a fire truck came through and wasn't able to get through, then they would cop a huge fine for that. But ultimately, I don't think this is the greatest way to handle it, just trying to get them to go after you for that. Like, that's such a weird way of handling this. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts in the comments below?